Hi, and welcome back to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today is Monday, which can only mean one thing. I have my top picks for this new week in comics for you guys. So, as always, these are my most anticipated comic books for this new Comic Book Wednesday. This is by no means my whole pull list. These are just things that I am the most pumped about. So let's jump right on into the list, shall we? First off, from DC Comics is Dark Days The Forge, issue 1. So this is a story done by Scott Snyder and James Tynion with art by Jim Lee and a number of other artists in association to Jim Lee. But this is going to be the start of the much darker realm of DC that we're going to have going into it. I'm not 100% sure what the storyline is going to look like, but we're moving on into Dark Knight's Metal and other things like that. And if you've seen any of the production art that is coming out of these new DC Snyder books, you know it's going to be spectacular. Mark is eating the firework Oreos behind the camera, if you can hear him choking half to death. I think one of them must have popped in his throat.
Okay.
He's okay, guys. He's okay. He's going to survive to the next video. So, next, moving on to Aftershock Comics. So, Aftershock Comics is a new #1 coming out this week. And it's Jimmy's Bastards, written by Garth Ennis. So, Aftershock Comics is the indie publisher who, to my knowledge, kind of came out of nowhere when they started coming out with books like Animosity and Alters and Shipwrecked. Those are a few titles from Aftershock that I just cannot wait to get my hands on. I have to read them as soon as they're anywhere near me. Just amazing, amazing talent just working in collaboration with Aftershock Comics. So now they have Garth Ennis working on a new book, and it's going to be Jimmy's Bastards. So Garth Ennis is the creator of Preacher. I mean, I know we all know and love Preacher, and there's a number of other books that he's done. He had a great Ghost Rider run for Marvel Comics. So really excited to see his take on a super spy. So Jimmy is a super spy, much like 007, where he's a love him and leave him kind of guy. Only apparently he's not very big on protection, because apparently he's a dad, and he's not 100% sure of that fact yet. And I guess he's got tons and tons of kids all around. And in this case, like the title states, they're all bastards, much like Jimmy, and they're going to go gunning after him. So I'm really, really pumped to see where this goes. I think this could be really funny looking into it. How is a super spy going to deal with all of these kids coming at him all at once? I believe they're all adults, or at least a chunk of them are adults, because they're trying to attack a super spy. So hopefully they're adults. Because, you know, a comic book of a super spy tackling a bunch of kids probably isn't going to sell very well. So, you know, I'm pretty pumped for it. I think it could be really funny, especially coming from Garth Ennis with his kind of twisted and warped sense of humor. I'm definitely going to be picking it up. So check it out if you're not already. Next, this is the last pick for me for this week, and one that I'm sure might kind of shock a few people. No, I have not been faithfully reading any of the new Archie books. I've been collecting the majority of them in trade. However, at a local con a few months back, I got my hands on Betty and Veronica issue 1, and then I picked up a back issue of issue 2, and I read both of them and enjoyed them. So I am going to be picking up issue 3. So this is the continuation of the Betty versus Veronica storyline. I believe it's actually the conclusion of it. And, you know, it's got some amazing covers for it. The art's spectacular. I mean, Hughes. I mean, where can you really go wrong with that, Adam Hughes? So I'm definitely going to be trying to get my hands on the hashtag Team Veronica cover, where the main cover is hashtag Team Betty, and it's a close-up of Betty wearing a Team Betty shirt. But the second cover to it is actually Veronica wearing a hashtag Team Veronica shirt. So, of course, I have to give it up to my girl Veronica. I am going to be hunting down her cover. So, yeah, those are my top picks for this new Comic Book Wednesday. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below and tell me some of the books that you're most excited about for this week. Whether or not you're going to be picking up any of the books that I suggested, or whether or not there's anything that you think I should hunt to try to find on my very own that I didn't mention here, something that may have escaped me, you know. I'm only human. I miss a few things here or there. So, yeah, subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of the older videos I have up for offer here on Cat Run Figures. And until next time, sorry, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.